Hey there. Hey, all right, here we go. Here is the repair process for an inflatable paddleboard. This is how I like to do it in the shop. All right, so there I have my spray bottle of soapy water. I just mix in some Dawn dish soap. Any dish soap does. Spray it around. This is me trying to find the leak on the board. Looks like I found a spot, so I dried that off. I'm going to clean it really well. Just mark that spot with a marker or pen or pencil or whatever you have. All right, so the tools that I use in the shop, I've got my quick clamp there. Any type of C-clamp, any type of clamp's gonna work. Here's the repair kit that comes with your Hydrus board. What I just pulled out of there is a valve wrench. You're only gonna use a valve wrench for valve repairs or tightening. Then there's the tube of contact cement that comes with your board, and then the patch, the black patch that I pulled out. All right, so those are the items that you're gonna use for this repair out of that repair kit. All right, then I have my pencil. I've got a little bit of sandpaper, razor blade, masking tape. What the jar stuff that I'm holding up there is HH66. If you need some cement, get that stuff in particular, HH66, the best I've found for inflatable board repairs or anything PVC related repairs. Very easy to use, and it does a great job. All right, so here I am cutting down that big circular patch that comes in the repair kit, cutting it down just for aesthetics. You don't need to use that entire circular patch. You can. Doesn't hurt the repair. It's just an aesthetics thing, just for looks. Okay, so here I am tracing with a pencil. You can use a pen. We're going to clean it up later with some rubbing alcohol. So generally a ballpoint pen will come off. Here I'm using a pencil, just tracing an outline so that I can go back and mask around that outline. The point of doing this is to keep the board clean, keep the adhesive or contact cement off of parts of the board that you don't want it on, because once it cures, once it dries, it can be really difficult. All right, so what you saw me do there was I took some sandpaper, like around 150 grit is perfect. 100 to 200 grit is probably fine. Actually, you probably want to keep it, maybe 200, 150. You don't want it too rough so that it creates grooves. All right, so I'm cleaning it off real well. Use some rubbing alcohol to clean that area. After abrading it, after sanding it, scuffing it up. All right, using the masking tape, taping that area off. I think I actually peeled it off, and I had to go back and abrade it or sand it down, scuff it up. All right, so again, make sure everything is really, really clean. Here I am cleaning off the table just to make sure I don't accidentally get anything on that patch. Rubbing alcohol does a great job. You want to make sure that you get rid of any residue, any oils, greases, dust, dirt. Okay, so using the tube, it comes with a repair kit here. Cut the cap off. Get off there. Okay, has a little film. Cutting that off. Apply liberally to the back of that patch. Can't use too much. Get a lot on there. Not conservatively, liberally. Get a lot on there. All right, where am I going? Probably need to get gloves here. Yep, came back with some gloves. Okay, it's solvent based, so you don't want it on your skin, and keeps things a lot easier to clean up using the gloves. All right, so putting some on the board as well. So get a bunch on that patch, a bunch on the board, spread it around, get it all over the place. We're gonna squeeze it out. Any excess is gonna come out when we apply pressure. Can't have too much, as long as it's not dripping down the board. Masking tape off, and then we're gonna press that patch on there. Okay, so what I'm doing there is, I'm letting the solvent kind of evaporate out of that cement. So different cements, the HH66 that I have that can of that I was showing earlier, that stuff, you've got a window of about 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer than 3 minutes before it glazes over. Then you can press it together. But the stuff that comes with the repair kit, it's quicker than that. So it's like 15 to 30 seconds. Just watch it and let it glaze over. You want it to be able to, stick to itself like a contact cement, but you don't want it to dry out too much. The stuff in the tube dries out much quicker than some other contact cements, so be a little bit careful about that. Here I'm really pressing it down. I'm using a wooden paint stick to really make sure that I am pressing that patch on, getting any air bubbles, any grooves, just getting it pressed firmly on there. Also working out excessive solvent. Here with my fingers, I'm just kind of rolling off. The extra adhesive kind of rolls off like a rubber cement when you rub it with your fingers. So just I'm cleaning it up is what I was doing there. All right, so here comes the clamping process. So I like using those, those wooden blocks there just to clamp it all together. I have little pieces of foam. It's kind of like traction pad foam on there. You can use that and clamp it on, and you're going to want to give it a couple days before it is fully cured, but it should be good to go. I hope that helps. Thank you very much.